Hi friends, this is a tutorial about how to make a three-dimensional spooky house. Your first step is to write your name and your teacher's name on the bottom of your brown bag. Good job. Next, I'm using a marker or crayon to make bricks for my spooky house. I started making lines on both sides of my brown bag, and you want to puff up the sides of your bag and draw really lightly on the side to connect your lines. And then I'll add my vertical lines to make it look like my house has bricks on it. Next, you'll draw windows, doors, and other spooky details for your house. I made 4 windows, a door, and a picket fence. Your windows and doors can look any way that you'd like them to look. This is just how I made mine. You're also welcome to color in all of your windows and doors and any other details. I put candles in my windows. I made flowing drapes so it looked like there was a chill in the wind. Next, you will cut out all of your house details. So you'll cut out, if you have a fence like me, you will cut out your picket fence, your door, your windows, oh, and I nearly forgot, I need a ghost to make my house very spooky. So I drew a ghost. You might want to draw some goblins that live in your house. Then you will glue all the pieces of your house onto your brown bag. Then you will cut a red square for your roof. Your roof could also be a different color. I just like the idea of having a red roof. I decorated my roof with lines, both horizontal and vertical, but again, your roof can look any way you'd like. Then you will fold your red roof in half, and I measured it. Ooh, I nearly forgot. I have fun signs that I added, like keep out, and you will later see my no trespassing sign. To make my house appear spookier, I added some creepy tree vines that are growing up the side. And I used a black marker to do this, but you are also welcome to do this with any color marker or a crayon. So I have thick lines and I have thin lines. There's my no trespassing sign. Go ahead and glue that on there. And I made some creepy old rose bushes that have died and withered away, like crawling up the side of the house. This is very important. You are going to use your leftover trash, crumple it up, and you're going to put it inside your brown paper bag. That's going to serve as a weight so that your brown paper bag doesn't keep falling over and your house can stand upright. So without that weight inside of your bag, it won't be able to sit up on its own. Now my last step is going to be to glue my roof. I'm going to make sure that you smush it down really nice and good. And I realized my roof was too long. Whoops! So I'm going to cut a little bit of it. I'm adding a chimney to my house by drawing a rectangle with both vertical and horizontal lines, and I'm coloring it in with gray. Then I am cutting it out. And remember that cool ghost that I made earlier. I'm going to glue him to my chimney so he's popping out of the chimney. And I'm going to glue that to my spooky house. And here's the final product. I made 2 spooky houses. This is my first version. This is the very front. And this is the back. I drew 2 small green monsters in the window. If you look very closely, you can see. And this is my second spooky house. I made cobwebs and a kitten in the window and monster family in the back.